Hey. Welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Small Business Owner. Alicia here. So this week I am talking to you about how I get anxiety. Like every time I go to check my email, my business email, which is like, why do I get anxiety? Why do I let people give me anxiety? Why do I focus on things I don't have control over? Um, Also, let's see, I have some little notes here that I wrote down, some things that I wrote about on my blog this week. So this month, on the 15th of the month, taxes are due, right? Taxes are due, but also your annual LLC taxes are due. So don't forget to pay those. Do you have an annual LLC taxes? Are you an LLC? How much are your taxes? Make sure you pay those and make sure you pay them on time because they will come for you. They will come for you, and not only will they come for you, they will charge you a penalty if you don't pay them on time. Sorry, I had to adjust my angle here. I just wasn't comfortable in the other angle. So don't forget to pay your annual LLC taxes. And then something I talked about also this week is just shifting. How like in business, I'm constantly shifting. Are you shifting? Are you shifting to do things that are more beneficial to your business? Maybe it may not seem like it's beneficial at the time, but it will be beneficial in the long run. Like for example, like we all should have an end goal, and like my end goal is for one of my businesses is to sell my business, and so I had to start making adjustments to be able to eventually one day sell my business. So like based on your end goals, like what are you adjusting to go toward your end goals, whatever your end goal may be. So like I said, I am shifting to because I do want to sell my business. And one thing about my business is that I had a lot of inventory, and a company, I don't really think someone will want to buy a company with a whole bunch of inventory, but that's just me. That's just something that I believe. So I started shifting some things, and I was like, I don't really want to do this, but then like I did want to do it, so I'm kind of just following my heart, shifting. So I got rid of a lot of products that I sell, and just not only to shift to go towards my goal, but also to kind of funnel down to like more of what customers are buying, more of what's adding value to customers. And so I am narrowing down things. Something else I talk about this week, something I experienced this week. And so back in the day when I originally started my business, I would get a lot of DMs from influencers, content creators. Today it's more like content creators. I think the name has kind of changed a little bit from influencer to content creator, digital media experts. And I don't knock that hustle, right? Especially because I know creating content, being an influencer, it's not easy. And so I don't knock the hustle, but I think one thing that they should understand is that don't follow a business and then 1 second later send a DM and asking them, or telling them rather, how you can benefit their brand when you know nothing about their brand. So it's like you don't know what their brand mission is, you don't know what their values are as a brand. So I think as a content creator and as an influencer, you need to be aware of who you're DMing as a business and who you're trying to contact, because you don't know what their values are. They could be supporting child labor, human trafficking, you don't know, but you follow them instantly, send them a DM, and then you're like, hey, I can really help your brand. But so I think, as a content creator, an influencer, you should learn a lot about the business before you reach out to them. And, even if you reach out to them and ask them about like, is their packaging or is their product sustainable? Do they practice fair labor laws? Just like random, is it American made? Just random questions to make sure you're not supporting a brand that doesn't align with supporting a brand that doesn't align with your values. And like I said, I don't knock the hustle, but I think, you just have to be cognizant of who you are reaching out to and what you're requesting. Like, you can't organically talk about a brand that you follow for 1 second. So I think you should at least follow them for like a couple weeks, see what they're talking about, see what they're posting. You don't know what they could be posting on their stories. Like, again, that might not align with your values. So just be cognizant of what brand you're reaching out to. And also, it's hard out here for small businesses, for big businesses, but really it's hard out for small businesses. So just think about, what you're asking of a small business when it's someone like myself who does everything on our own, and then you're asking for free stuff and you've only been following for like 1 minute. But then not only do you want free stuff, you want to be paid as well. And so it's like, at least purchase something from a brand, and then, because you might not even like it. So you're expecting this company to, here's some free stuff, I'm paying you, and then you might not even like the brand. So just something to think about. Something else that happened to me this week was I have a customer, a regular, who will place an order and then will DM me right after she places the order and says, "Can you ship my product today?" And it's like, bro, like um, I always try to work with customers, but it's like your poor time management is not an emergency on my part. So no, I can't. Like, I can't keep shipping it right away for you. Like, because then it's like, well, what about the other customers that were ahead of you? And then you don't pay like a processing fee. Can you imagine? I place an order from Nordstrom's, let's say, and then I reach out to Nordstrom's and I say, hey, I just placed an order. Can you get it shipped to me today? Doesn't make sense. But what's wild about this customer, she placed an order, and then she text messaged me. I'm like, how the fuck did she get my number? Wild, right? So she places an order at like 11 p.m., text messages me shortly after, like 11 something, and then says, "Hi, who is this?" And I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? Well, let me rewind. I didn't know it was her. And so I got a text message at like 11, and then I Googled the number because, hey, Google's your best friend. I Googled the number, and then I saw the name, and then I saw the number on the order, and I was like blown away because how did she get my number? Yeah, so just a quick story, and I share, oh, my poor doggy. I share these stories with you. Okay, so I share these stories with you, not to be a chismosa, not to be a gossiper, but to give you just some insight on the behind the scenes of a small business, maybe to help you with some things you're dealing with, maybe to also provide insight to customers about some things like that is going on behind the scenes. And so that's why I started this whole confessions thing, and also just to like get some things off my chest. Like, a lot of times there's some things that I see that blow my mind behind the scenes, and I'm just like, it's almost like it allows me to vent as well. So it provides a little bit of education, a little bit of inspiration, and it allows me to vent. So that is something. So this is not to be like talking shit about people, or like I said, to be a chismosa, to be gossiping. It's just to provide some information to let you know, like, other small businesses deal with that stuff as well. And yeah, so that's why I'm here. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'm like kind of, I don't know, I feel a little dry today, maybe because it's raining today. So yeah, so thank you for watching this week on Confessions. Again, after this, it'll be some of my vlogs from this week that I have recorded. And yeah, so have a great week. Don't forget to crush it. Also, it is Q2, so don't forget to be crushing your Q2 goals. And yeah, love ya. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Happy Monday. It's Monday. And let's see. So Monday today, I'm starting off with, I had to check email because I think I haven't checked it since Thursday. But I don't really get that much email. Do you get a lot of email like from customers, or is it like mainly like DM or other communications? So I'm all playing with my little my little sideburns here. So, oh my God. So every time I check my business email, I get anxiety. Do you get anxiety from checking your business email? It's just like people kind of, like you never know what you're gonna get. Like you never know when you open your email account what you're gonna get, whether it's like a bill or who freaking knows, like some person that's grumpy, like, you know. So I had 2 emails today. One from a customer who put the wrong mailing address on her order. And she emailed because she put the wrong mailing address, and she was like, I didn't know where to go to change it. And yeah, so anyway, I got that email from her, but her package had already been shipped and then returned to me. So then it's like, okay, now I have to pay for additional shipping costs, right? It's like, I don't understand, you know, because I have a thing on my website that's like, please check your mailing address. And then I do have a policy that says, you will be responsible if we have to reship. And for the most part, like if you're cool, I just reship it. Like I chalk it up, I eat the shipping costs, and I just reship it. But I just don't understand how people put the wrong mailing address. Like I don't, you know, I understand it, like if you just moved or, you know, but it's just, I don't know, it's so confusing to me when people put the wrong mailing address and then don't correct it like right away, you know. I'm a smaller business, so I see like everything. So like, what about like when it's a bigger business and like you put the wrong mailing address? Like, what do? You know, do you just say F it and like let it go wherever and then blame the company? And then I got another email from a customer who had an issue with her product when she received it, which is normal, right? It's not normal to have an issue, but it's normal to contact the company right when you receive your product and, you know, to say that you had an issue. So this was back on March 13th. I gave her some options. Didn't hear from her. It's April 8th. She just responded back like, yeah, I would like to mail it back. Do you provide a shipping label? No, I don't. I don't provide a shipping label, but also like it took you 3 more weeks to decide that it didn't work out for you, you know? So I don't understand like how that works, and then what people think my response should be. Should I just be like, yeah, I know you used it for 3 weeks, but just go ahead. And then here is the shipping label. I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. So I'm going to let you use the product for 3 weeks, and then I'm going to pay for you to mail it back to me. I just don't understand that. And I think people don't put themselves in the shoes of a small business owner. I think so many people are also opportunistic and will try to take advantage of you because they think that, or they know that you don't want like the negative reviews, right? So they just do shit like that. I don't understand it. Again, I do have a policy for that. So I do have a policy if the package is mailed back because you put the wrong mailing address, and then I do also have a policy for returns, and it's pretty like it's no returns, but it's like, you know, when you receive your product, let me know within 7 days if you have an issue. It's been like nearly a month, and now you're deciding, like when you buy clothes and you try them on, you know right away if you don't want those clothes. Same thing goes for my product. You know right away, right? So it's like, I don't know. And then that's why these policies are created for situations like this. So do you have policies in place for scenarios like this? Do you stand like, are you like hard on your policies? Like, hey, this is my policy. It is what it is. So I'm trying to like find balance in like being kind and understanding, but also like not being taken advantage of. And I feel like a lot of times people do try to take advantage of you as a small business owner. Like they try to take advantage, and I'm not saying either one of these people are trying to take advantage, but I do find that people do try to take advantage. Do you have experience with people trying to take advantage? Do you have these policies? Just curious. If you don't have these policies, make sure you get like policies in place for situations like this. Like, hey, this is what the policy is. And I've already gone above and beyond. outside of the policy to accommodate you, and then like now, and you're still just, you know, like taking advantage of my kindness, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's how Monday's starting off with anxiety, starting off like a Monday, but it's going to be a great week. I can feel it in the air. Yeah, so stay tuned for the next vlog to see what I got going on this week.